Hi, I'm Peggy of Peggy's Plants. Welcome. I hope you and yours are well. It's been a little bit of time since I put out a video. It's so great to be here today. It's been good hearing from all of you. I appreciate your continued support. And for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy the video and maybe even consider subscribing. What I'd like to share with you today is an unexpected plant find from a grocery store. I was shopping at a store called Publix. I stumbled upon a Thai constellation of all things. For those of you who have been looking for one or wanting one, you understand how seldom you come across this plant. This particular grocery store does not have like a big florist section or a big plant section. It's a regular grocery store with a small grab and go kind of plant section with, flowers and things like that. But as I always say, don't sleep on the big box stores. Don't sleep on any store that has plants, because you just never know what you're going to find. So I actually found this plant about a month ago. And I also did a couple of updates so you can see what it looked like after being in my home for a week and then after a month. So I hope you enjoy the video, and also I hope it gets you out there looking for this plant. Let's get on to the video. As I mentioned earlier, I was shopping at Publix grocery store, the main grocery store in my area. Just a regular shopping day. Saw the plant section when I came in. Didn't go over there immediately because I know as I go down the aisle, I have my routine. Go down the aisle, and at the end of one of the aisles, I'll end up at the plant section. I had no great expectations because the only time I found a really good plant was when I found a ZZ Raven when they were a hot commodity. But I always stop and check just in case, because I don't want to miss anything good. So I'm looking around and all of a sudden I see this. Can you believe it? A Monstera Thai constellation in the grocery store, looking big and beautiful. They only had 2 of these plants, so I looked them over, checked out to see which one had the nicest variegation and new growth, and I made my selection. Forgot all about finishing my grocery shopping. I had no food, but trust and believe, I put this Thai constellation in my cart and I was out of there. At this point, I was literally running through the grocery store to get to the checkout counter. Got the plant in my car, and I felt like it was one of those situations like that commercial, start the car, start the car. I couldn't wait to get this plant home. You wouldn't believe what a bargain this plant was. Now, full disclosure, I do have a Thai constellation that I've had for probably like a year, maybe a little bit more, that I purchased from Logi's. It's much smaller. It's a nice size. I'm growing it in leca pellets, and it's not doing much. It's shooting off some aerial roots and things like that, but it has given me 1 new leaf. It has lost 1 leaf, and that's about it. So I'm really, really excited about this one. So now to just really check it over. Some of the things I looked at when considering this plant in the store was the variegation. I wanted a lot of variegation, so I got the one that had the most variegation. I also wanted one that had, more than 1 or 2 stems. The other one just had like 2, 3 stems, wasn't quite as big. It looked healthy. I did check it over for pest in the store to see if I saw any pest damage. And the most I saw was like some rippling on this leaf, which may be from spider mites in the past or whatever. I'm not sure, but I'm going to treat it accordingly. But I don't see anything that looks like any active issues on this plant at all. I'll admit I'm a little hesitant when buying plants from places that don't usually sell plants. I don't know how it's been taken care of in the store or how long it was there. So one of the first things I did was pop it out of the pot and just check the roots. And as you can see, it's a good thing I did. It's root bound. I mean, these are nice, healthy roots. It's very dry. It doesn't look like it's been watered anytime recently, but the roots are plump and they look really good. So I'm really pleased with the way this plant is looking. I like to bottom water, so I just popped it into this bowl of water that also has a little bit of fertilizer in it to feed the plant. And I also put a systemic pesticide in the water just in case, to protect it against any pest. So after a couple of weeks, this is what the plant looked like. It definitely acclimated well. And look at this. I have a new leaf unfurling, and the new leaf seems to have a lot of variegation. This plant has been a real trooper. Never did it droop or seem to have any issues, with the transition from the store to my home. Although the price of Thai constellations has come down quite a bit, they're still pretty pricey. So how much do you think I paid for this plant? Well, first, let me show you what it looks like now. First, I have to show you this big, beautiful leaf. This is the leaf that unfurled. And as you can see, the markings on it, the variegation on it is absolutely beautiful. And the fenestration, oh, gotta love it. It's a little wonky now. It's growing in all directions. But as you can see, it's happy, it's healthy. It has had no complaints that I'm aware of, and she seems pretty hardy. I would say that this one is much easier than a Monstera albo. It's more like a Monstera deliciosa. That's how it's growing for me. Even though it's all wonky, I'm going to let it do what it wants to do. Most importantly, she seems to be thriving, has not required any special treatment. The size of these leaves is everything. The fenestrations on this one, the size of the new leaf that unfurled is very promising, and I'm loving the markings. And if you look over here, you can see where another leaf is going to unfurl soon. So I'm very excited about that, and you can even see the variegation on the leaf to come. So something exciting for me to look forward to in the near future. I can't wait to see that. I hope that leaf is going to be even bigger and more beautiful. And I've also noticed that over here at the base of the plant, there is another growth point developing. So this plant is definitely doing well, thriving. Again, very easy to care for, like a Monstera deliciosa in my book. So I guess the only question to be answered at this point is, how much did I pay for this plant? So what I'd like for you to do is in the comments below, before I tell you, put in how much you think I paid for this plant. If you need to look up online and see how much they're going for right now, do that, whatever. But just go ahead and give me an honest answer what you think this plant cost me at the grocery store. So now that you've done that, I'm going to let you know this plant costs $60. Yes, I said $60, 60. If you've been looking for this plant, you know that's quite a steal. I've been on the lookout for more of these Thai constellations since I purchased this one, and I have not seen it anywhere else. I've had some friends that I have looking for them as well. I have not seen this plant since, and none of them have seen it locally either. So I don't think that it's, readily available still, but clearly it pops up occasionally, which is how I found it. So just be on the lookout, look in your grocery stores, look anywhere that has plants, and hopefully you too will find this beautiful Thai constellation. Thank you for watching. Stay well and happy plant hunting.